Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you for stopping by my channel. This is Zuri Muse, and you are on Azurite 22. We are going to do another pick a card reading today, but I wanted to thank all of you for all of your comments, for all of the love, for the subscribers. The channel is just growing and growing, and I truly appreciate it. Everything that has been happening just seems to be in divine right order, and I love it. So today's reading is one suggested by someone who followed the channel. Can you believe? Thank you. It is, will I get a government job? Similar to what we did in the last reading, but completely different, because government jobs, as we know, they're a little bit more challenging to get. So before I did this reading, I wanted to really just pray on it, see what Spirit says, and we have a bit of a channeled message here about which energy will assist you more with getting this government job, as well as possibly the arena of the government job. So on one side is the energy or angel that will help you to pull that government job to you. And then on the other side is the area of endeavor that that job could be in. Again, if this resonates with you, great. If it does not resonate, let it fly. So in addition to the channeled message and the angel, we're also going to do Angel of Abundance card and an Ask Your Guides card. So let me shuffle. We're going to do one card each. Will I get a government job? Will I get a government job? Now, if you're watching this video, we're presupposing that you're actually really focused on getting a government job and you're actively working towards that. So we're going to just skip if you're going to get it, because you're working on it. That's kind of why you're into this reading. So we want to help bring it closer. We want to help you visualize it and give you some direction. That is what Spirit has guided me to do for this reading. Okay. Gonna keep it basic and simple. Hey, morning, sweetie. Okay, so I guess I should put this like that. So that you can see, because you could pick by angel or energy if you wish. My daughter just woke up from sleep. Everybody say, hi, Ariana. Okay, so the god of will, Heru, Shango, Horus, water goddess, Osed, Yamiya, Oshun, Isis, Saint Michael, Saint Hilarion, Saint Gabriel, Saint Raphael, Saint Uriel, Saint Chaumel. Okay, so let me see if I can pull that back a little bit. Move it over maybe. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Will I get a will I get a government job? So take a moment, breathe, and choose for those of you who chose the God of Will. Before we turn that card over to see what area, we are going to go with our cards. We have words of abundance, deceit, guardian angels. Now, space and technology, all things to do with going into space and computers. So for those of you who chose the God of Will, Heru, you're going to have to really hold on to your heart. Leadership positions, things where you have to delegate. You're always going to be in that track with this particular reading, because I see deceit, guardian angels. There are sometimes things that are not going to always be the way that you want them to be. And getting this job is going to be a little bit challenging, simply because this is an arena that, one, of course, is tougher to get into because of the educational requirements, as well as just the sheer number of people who want to go into this as well. It's tough. So be careful of deceit. Be careful of others trying to tell you information that is incorrect, to take you off track. You're going to have to really, really work with Heru, Shango, those strong masculine energies that will allow you to discern the truth, to be able to be firm and secure in what you're saying, by going ahead and communicating with a lot of different people, because Heru is in the center, Shango is in the center. They are the king, they are the leader. They go and get information from various people in various arenas and areas in order for them to make a decision. You're going to do the same thing. In order to get the job, you're going to have to do this kind of thing where you're always communicating, working with, refining the information, getting more information. You might need to go back and get a certificate or a degree. Do that and then reinsert or resubmit your application. So watch the information that's given to you. Your guardian angels are there, as you can see, watching over you and helping you with that. You see them there? So you have to work with all of them to help you, and also words of abundance. Okay? You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. That's what that card says. So you need to also do affirmations for yourself, literally in the mornings when you get up. Have affirmations such as, I attract to me a position in space and technology or computers technology that will provide fulfillment both emotionally and financially, that I can grow and expand in. Something along those lines to help you push through, so that when the going gets tough and you begin getting disheartened, you go, wait a minute, here we go, and you get your affirmation going. All right? You will get this job here. You just have to work through some little things. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, please reach out to me via email. That's 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye. Those of you who chose Water Goddess, Oshun, Osed, Yemiya, Isis. I'm going to turn over the cards. Bountiful Nature, Partnerships and Love, Nature Spirits. So for the Water Goddess, we have Department of Taxation, all things to do with taxes. A very, 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 very interesting energy, the Water Goddess, to get with this particular government job. Why do I say that? Because bountiful nature kind of doesn't go along with taxation. But listen, spending time in nature helps you to shift to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk, and take your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. What this is telling you is that if you are working in the Department of Taxation or anything to do with taxes, or when you start working there, this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to ground yourself. Always, always, always find yourself in nature. Maybe have some stones on your desk, some crystals on your desk that will help to ground you. And interesting, water goddess. Whoops, here she is. That's one aspect of the water goddess, Yamaya. Have maybe some blue in your area, because of course working in an arena of taxation, anything to do with taxes, people's emotions tend to be higher. People tend to be, agitated. When do we call the taxation department? Usually when we owe or when we're not clear about something. So you need to be grounded so that you can channel this beautiful water goddess energy, so that you can always be a font of information and kindness to people, and partnerships and love. Nature spirits. Again, telling you to go out into nature, telling you to keep yourself in a place of peaceful, not acceptance, but just being peaceful and calm, a sanguine personality where you can hear what is being said and also give what the department needs to, share with that person. So you are going to be a person that will assist in making sure people really and truly calm down, understand what's going on, so that things can get resolved. And I keep looking at this picture of Yemaya. There is basically a world in her stomach. So instead of taking the world on and battling it, almost comfort the world, nurture the people that come to you, or at least give loving kindness. And that's a lot, for the Department of Taxation and Finance, or anything, whatever that department is called in your country. So that's why going out in nature, to rejuvenate yourself, to balance yourself. So to pull this job in, work with Osset, work with Isis, go to the water, go to the river, ask that energy to help you with this job and to keep you cool throughout the process of application, as well as when you get into this role. And remember to go outside, go into the park, sit against a tree, just in the open areas surrounded by nature. If you can do that during your lunch break, that would be amazing. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. The channel is Azurite 22, and I just got my brand new custom URL. Can you believe this? Getting big time thanks to you. You, and you. Appreciate it. If you want a personal reading, please do reach out to me at 22azurite@gmail.com in the description box below. Thank you. Bye-bye. If you chose Saint Michael, that is Clean Energy Food, Competition Warrior Guides, Saint Michael. Department of Administration, running the government, a job that assists in the running of government. I now see why you need clean energy food, because without eating well, you're not going to be able to function as well. And if you're not eating well, you're not thinking well. So for you, getting the higher paying job, getting the government job, this is a matter of health. This is a matter of making sure that your blood sugar doesn't drop, making sure that you're always on the pulse of things. Because eating clean food is high energy foods, foods that are low in fat, good carbs that will help your heart, as opposed to maybe a whole lot of fried foods that's going to slow you down. Because any kind of department of administration, fast paced, fast paced, fast paced, and it's very, very easy to fall into eating incorrectly. You want fast food, something quick, something that you can run out and get and gobble down. You gotta pay attention with this so that you can be the best administrator you can be, or assistant to an administrator. Whatever area you find yourself in, everyone feels the go energy. And work with Saint Michael to help you with this, to pull in this government administration job, and also to act as your defender, because there are a lot of times where there's conflict. We know that. I mean, look at the governments across the world right now and a lot of the issues that they are having, which is why we have this competition warrior guides. Yes, competition in the sense of there's a lot of competition to get into these positions, but more so the competition between colleagues in one-upmanship, because that's a really, really big thing. And we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to deal with it. We want to say our government runs efficiently, smoothly. We know the drill. So you going into this kind of environment, Saint Michael is your defender. Saint Michael has a big old sword, and he steps on Lucifer, Satan. Not sure if you can see that, but it's a very dark figure that he's stepping on. And that's what Saint Michael does. Saint Michael protects you. He defends you. He really, really stands up for you. So really work with him to get this job. And even once you get the job, continue working with Archangel Michael, Saint Michael, in order to make things go smoothly, especially here with this competition with your colleagues. People are always going to want to try to see if they can get away with certain things. And that's why Saint Michael will always have to be there. Maybe you wear a bit of a pendant or a bracelet of his, or something that will remind you. Carry a Saint Michael coin in your wallet. Always, always, always call upon him whenever you need this, and remember to eat well. Okay, hope you enjoyed that reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, please email me at 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose Archangel Hilarion, which is healing and truth, that is the Department of Ecology, which has to do with parks, the environment, water, air quality. Could also deal with the ecosystem and animals. Okay, so we have here, visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. Look at that angel, just absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, with those white, fluffy, fluffy wings. And that star, the star that just shines in all dimensions. And that's what you are. In order to pull this job in, because clearly you're very, very passionate about this field. This field just lights you up, whether it be the environment, parks, water, air quality, anything to do with the ecosystem, basically to do with preserving our planet, maintaining it, and cleaning it up. That is what the Department of Ecology is all about, and the animals. Of course, anything to do with animals. Visualize. See yourself. Forget about getting the job. See yourself helping in the way that you want to help. If it's the parks, see yourself cleaning them. See yourself opening up more. See yourself preserving them. See yourself, putting better implementation policies and structures in place so that the land is, lightly walked upon. You have to visualize these things because you are going to be a driving force in the position that you obtain simply because you love it. And because you love it, you're going to do things to make it go, to make things go better. Sorry about that. Spirit's speaking a little bit too quickly for this. Leadership, Holy Spirit, you are the leader. Because of that passion, you will bring to the table so much insight, things that quote unquote are obvious, but other people don't get simply because they're not in the thick of it. They're not seeing it from the inside out like you are. You are being, I guess, gifted, shared with, touched by the Holy Spirit to give you further passion and insight to help you with saving, preserving, and assisting animals as well as the environment, our oceans, our rivers. You are like almost chosen. This is a very beautiful reading, and I wish you the best. Work with Saint Hilarion, who is all about healing and the truth, because there may be things that you also uncover in this position that will not sit with you. And you will have to decide how you're going to move with that. How will the truth unfold or be revealed? If the truth should be released, because there are many, many things with a government position, as I'm sure you're well aware of, that can be spoken of in general public and those that cannot. So this is a task for you to work on and to confront as that time comes about. I wish you the best. Congratulations. I love, love, love that you are a champion for our earth. And please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, my email is 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you. For those of you who chose Saint Gabriel, we have employment change, and we have shadow, divine healers. And the endeavor or area of endeavor we're looking at is Department of Agriculture. All things to do with the growing of food, of plants, distributing it, and making sure it is safe to consume. With an employment change, clearly you were doing something else and now you're going into this. I almost feel like this is your life passion that you're going towards, because maybe you were doing something that was just to pay the bills, just to support the family, just. You want to do this. Do you want to work with agriculture, the feeding of the nation, to make your heart feel fulfilled and work toward this? This is something you should definitely work towards, because look at that. She's like holding on to this horse, and horses can represent our passion, can represent our desires and wishes. She's holding on to that horse. So you hold on to changing and going into a field that you are passionate about, that you feel strongly for, that you are an activist and an advocate for. And the shadow divine healers. Remove that shadow side of yourself. This, that's not the right way to say it. Yes, it says the shadow. Whatever career you currently find yourself in, you did because you had to do. That was the easiest option, the only option, the best option that came up at that time that it did. And it supported you and gave you what you needed. But now you're at a point where you realize you need more than that. You need to feel like you can get up in the morning and you're actually assisting and helping and doing something that matters. And this card, this shadows card, divine healers are here. Your divine healers are here to help you to get past just base survival and humdrumness. Your divine healers are healing your life and healing you on a deeper soul level so that you can go towards this position of Department of Agriculture and help you within it. And Saint Gabriel, which is the Archangel of Communication and Protection, will help you to do this. So make sure you do speak about what you want. Speak to people. Speak to your spiritual family, to Saint Gabriel, to, God. Speak. Just like you speak to your friends, you speak. So this is an extremely beautiful, beautiful reading, and I wish you the best with this. And please do like, share, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this reading. Leave some comments below. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you. Okay, for those of you who chose Saint Raphael, we have Clearing Debts and we have Survival Healer Guides. Department of Water, Preservation, Cleaning, Desalination, Distribution of Water. It makes total sense that clearing of debts would be here. Look at that. That looks like an angel on a unicorn, a flying horse. Okay? So what are we talking about? We're talking about a lot of times when water is fouled. It almost seems as if we need a miracle to clean it up. They're flying on a rainbow here. You, in this role, will have to almost perform what seems like miracles. You will be moving and doing more than you're supposed to do. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Because, look at this, we have Survival Healer Guides. You, because you have Saint Raphael, healing in all matters of health. Saint Raphael actually is inspiring you to go ahead and really push for clean water, to clean our waters, our oceans. I really feel like this reading is talking about ocean preservation, because that's just what's coming to me. And when I see survival, it's like survival of our planet. And if you see here, there is a person in a boat surrounded by sharks, things that might eat them, kill them. Let me get the light on. Okay, you can see it a little better. And the hands from above, the divine hands from above, are shining light onto the person on the boat. And, those sharky things are around the boat, but they can't get to the person because of the light being shined down. Your job is to be that light shining down and cleaning and clearing what you can that's in front of you. Because, yes, you can't clean everything, you can't do everything, but you can do what you can with what's directly in front of you. And that is what Saint Raphael is asking you to do, to heal what you can, clearing the debts, clearing past generations' throwing of trash into our waters. And that is how this is, because clearing debts, think about that. A debt is something that has happened before, something in the past, and it has to be cleaned up. We're talking about our water. We're talking about a government position. Got to clean that up. So your task, of course, is how do you remove the things that have happened way before your time? And this is why you're going to need your healer guides to help you, to give you new ways of doing things. There are so many people out in the world that are coming up with new ideas and technologies to attempt to work on cleaning up the ocean. Add your intelligence, add your insight to that, because we need to survive and we need to have our planet that is covered in 76% water. We need to have that for the next generations. Thank you for all you do and will do. I appreciate everything that you're even doing, because I feel you're assisting in doing this work even before you pull in that government job where you will be doing this. But ashe to you. And please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, please do email me at 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you. For those of you who chose Saint Uriel, it is Department of Buildings, God is your source, self-control. For the Department of Buildings, just gathering this in, because God is your source is a bit of a universal message. It is the message that no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how anything is flowing, God is your source. Not the job, not the family, not the, not anything. Whatever else is going on in your life, God is your source. So with that kind of overarching message in relationship to a government job with the Department of Buildings, I guess I keep feeling, I'll just say it. So sometimes people want to build things that shouldn't be built. Sometimes it's against regulation. You are probably going to be in that role where you're going to have to constantly go, it's not safe, because God knows what the limits are, right? I'm not saying you're God, but in this particular position with this question, when you hear, and when you see God is your source, you've got to make sure you maintain boundaries for people to survive. God created the planet, this beautiful green blue planet for us to live in. He made it safe for us, or she made it safe, or it made it safe, however you want to use, whatever pronoun you want to use for the powers that be. This is your role as well, to make sure that things are safe for people, that the regulations and the rules are followed so that the buildings do not harm people. So God is your source is more of the function. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? And self-control, higher self. Because there are people who have a lot of money and can push through things that are not in the best interest of people. You're going to have some self-control and move into your higher self to get the rationale, the reasoning, to clearly delineate all of the reasons why X, Y, and Z would not work. Simply because, you know, it's unsound. So you're probably an engineer, an architect, someone who is very intimately related to the geophysical aspects of the earth and the ley lines and things along those lines of, if you place a building here with these factors, X, Y, and Z can happen. This is how I feel, or this is what I'm seeing for this particular reading. Your role is going to be pivotal, and you're going to be literally really striving, fighting to make sure that everything in your purview goes the way it should and things remain as safe as possible, and you maintain equality with the earth, because that's what we're not paying attention to sometimes as humans. We can, so we should do it, right? No, just because we can do it doesn't mean we should. And that is the tipping point question, the pivotal question for you every time you walk in the door. It may bleed over a little bit into your own personal life as well. So this is this reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Remember to work with Saint Uriel, Archangel Uriel, because Uriel will give you more wisdom. He will give you protection. He will give you light. He will give you guidance, so that these things, these questions, which become pretty ethical, pretty moral, even though, quote unquote, it looks like just signing a piece of paper because it's coding and regulation. No, it's actually ethical. So speak with, pray with Saint Uriel, Archangel Uriel, to help you with these things. And I do wish you much success in your government job. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think about this reading. And if you'd like a personal reading, please email me at 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you so much. If you chose Chaumel, Archangel Chaumel, that is Department of Finance. Attracting, not chasing, life force Aphrodite. So attracting, not chasing is anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Very, very interesting card to get with a Department of Finance position. Anything to do with money except for taxation of the populace. That we did that already. So this just goes with the law of attraction. Yes, attracting, not chasing. Very, very interesting when it comes to Department of Finance. And what I'm getting with this is you don't actually have this job just yet. This is something that you're trying to pull in. And with Saint Chaumel, peaceful relationships and harmony. What I'm feeling with this is you need to really look at the relationships that you currently have, because the turbulence that you're experiencing maybe in those relationships is detracting away from you getting this job that you want. In fact, Chaumel, Archangel Chaumel, can help you resolve relationships across the board. They don't have to only be romantic. They could be familial. They could just be friends. But that dissonance, the energy of not being harmonious in your relationships, is creating a problem to really attract this job and pull this job in. Because whatever it is you're running after runs away, according to this card here, right? It's like the law of attraction. If you feel like, oh my God, I have no money, I have no romance, I have no fill in the blank, that's what you're going to get more of, because that's what you're focused on. So with this, you have to focus on what you do want. And you want this job with the Department of Finance. In and of itself, there is a lot of energy with that particular department, that role, because people are going to be coming at you in this role with a lot of anger, fear, anxiety. So you yourself cannot go into this role with the same energy, because you're going to, attract clients who will constantly give that to you. I mean, this arena of life is rife with challenge already. So you have to go in with as little of your own challenge so that you attract clients and people that you will work with that are much more reasonable, that are much more like-minded as yourself. So going into the role with peace around you, in your life, in your heart, will carry over into peace in your work. The people that come to you, your clients that come to you, even if they have issues or when they have issues, you can bring peace to them because they're not feeling peace. See, you're going to have to build up your life force, really, really invigorate it, strengthen it. You see all the flames down there at the bottom? This person's chi is really, really strong, really high. You see the heart there in the middle? Because that is what you're doing. Your heart is going to be in this work. And your heart, if it is turbulent, if it is broken, if it is shook, you're not going to be able to be that steady energy, that steady person, that steady, counsel that people coming to you are looking for. It's very, very much that heart in the center of things. And Saint Chaumel will help you with that, because that's what he works on. He resolves issues in relationships, both romantic and platonic or familial. So even not with only this job, or outside of this job, I should say, that is something that you may have already found, that you attract things that you're worried about, that you're thinking about, that is just around you, that you pick up. So you're going to have to now be more mindful of your energy, so that as you walk the world, you are getting back what you actually want, as opposed to what you're thinking about, which, generally speaking, what we think about, we really don't want. So I hope this has been helpful. This is much, much more energetic than any other reading. For those who chose Department of Finance, the last deck, definitely feel that you're empaths. Definitely feel that. So you're going to have to walk the world with a little protection. There are many, many videos that you can watch about protecting yourself. I will also put out a video about protecting oneself and one's aura, so that you're not unwittingly picking up things and just going with it, thinking it's you, and creating havoc in your own life. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like a personal reading, you can reach me directly at 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.